Say it with me, for we walk by faith, not by sight.
What in the heck am I doing comparing a Mustang versus a truck? In the grand scheme of kind of entry-level fun cars to mod, these two are kind of really big gateway points for a lot of people. And yes, I have both. Yes, both are lowered and on actually similar wheels. I really like BBS LM style wheels. And so I've got the GM Honeycombs over here, and I've got Ford FR500s here, and they're a very similar wheel. Anyway, this one's on Hotchkiss coils in the front, Beltec leaf springs, Bilsteins all around. This one's on Maximum Motorsports front coilovers with Bilsteins, H&R SS rear springs with Coney orange shocks. It will be getting a Cobra IRS very soon that has Bilsteins and coilovers. The GMT 800 platform and the New Edge platform are highly moddable. There's tons of parts. They're both great vehicles to get into if you're starting out. One thing, if I'm kind of comparing a sporty car versus a sporty truck, my truck's this much longer than it needs to be, right? It needs to be a standard cab. I get that. I had a standard cab right before this one, a 2004. This is a 2004 as well. Really, really like that truck, but I have a kid. I need a back seat, so 4D extended cab. But this truck was cheap. It's actually low miles. I got it for a good deal. It had 59,000 miles on it when I bought it. It has 73,000 miles now. I've had it for about 5 years. This one, I bought it with 113,000 miles. I think it has 114,000 now. I really don't drive it that much. Outside of the suspension that it has, I have Corbeau seats and a Momo steering wheel. The seats hold me in place really well. That's great. This truck has its stock seats, and they're fine. They have decent bolsters. For the cornering ability that the truck has, which is less than the car, these seats are fine. Again, why am I comparing them? I haven't really explained that. Outside of like, you know, they're both kind of entry level truck and car or whatever. But if you kind of like the sport truck thing or you like the sport car thing, you know, and you can only do one, I'm blessed to be able to do both. Which way should you go? Where should you start, right? Well, let's look at that. Let's kind of see the benefits that the truck has versus the benefits that the car has and the weaknesses that they have. This car weighed 3,270 from the factory. I've got it down to about 3,200. I've taken some weight out and put some weight back in different places. After the IRS, it's going to be about 3,250, I believe. It corners well for what it is. Obviously, you guys can see the gap here. It's a 3-finger gap. The car's not super low, and that's because, well, there's bumps, there's dips in the road, there's speed bumps, there's all kinds of stuff. And I just don't like scraping, you know? Maybe that's the old man in me. I get the gray in my beard, but I just don't like scraping on stuff anymore. And I like having some compliance in my suspension. So it doesn't sit super low, but it is on coilovers and stiff springs. The 265 horse, 410 gears, and it's gonna be 373 gears with the IRS. But the 410 gears and the 265 horse, I can get plenty of speed between corners. You know, a lot of these back roads I run that are super curvy, speed limit's 45 on them, and I'm doing 110 sometimes. So it's already illegal enough. It holds me in place better because of the seats. It also has less interior room than the truck. So the interior in this one's smaller and the trunk is a lot smaller. This one has a bed. The benefits of this one, it's overall better in corners than a truck. It's going to corner better. There's just no way around it. Even in stock form, it could out-corner this truck. The speeds that I go on these back roads, on these curvy back roads in these cars, I actually can't do in the truck, but I can't go that fast in the truck. So I can go faster on back roads in this car. It holds me in place better with the seats. It's a manual transmission, which is fun to shift the gears and everything. But here's the thing that we run into. You have less interior room. You have 3 people in this car. It's uncomfortable unless the third one's a kid in the back. So this is a 2-person car, basically. The trunk is fairly small on these. It holds enough. You can make it work. You can put the back seats down and put stuff through there. It's small, okay? So yes, faster in a straight line, better in corners. Looks are subjective. Now that's one thing I really want to point out. Looks are completely subjective because some people don't like cars. Some people don't like Mustangs, but you don't have to, this doesn't have to be a Mustang. This can be a 2002 Camaro or a Firebird, Trans Am, whatever. You know, just kind of a sporty car versus a sporty truck. This doesn't have to be a Silverado. This can be like a 10th gen F-150 Lightning or something, right? Lightning can be pretty quick in a straight line, but you're never going to make that thing handle well just because of the truck of it. So this is a good car. Let's talk about the merits of a truck. All right, let's start with the bad things about the truck. It weighs, what, 4,600, maybe 4,700. Honestly, I'm not sure what this truck weighs. If I can find it online, I'll post it up. It's going to be more top heavy. It's got 315 horsepower compared to this car's 265, but it's going to be slower because this car weighs down near 3,000 pounds and this thing weighs closer to 5,000 pounds. This one does have 373 gears, which is really nice. Even with the lower gears, and this one has 410s obviously, but if you're looking with a stock Mustang with 327s, you're still going to be overall gear ratio is going to be lower in the car because you're on 26-inch tires versus at least 30s here. Not going to accelerate as quick, and that's perfectly fine. Seats are great in this one. I love the cloth seats. Steering wheel's nice. Honestly, these are the one, in my opinion, the most comfortable trucks ever made. I absolutely love them. I know the seats in the GMT 400s are more comfy, but these have a bit better bolstering and hold you in place. I just absolutely love these trucks. Now, a big thing that this truck has is a bed. I can probably put 10 to 15 times as much stuff in this bed as I can in the trunk of this car. I think if you can only do one, do the sport truck thing because it's taller, it's top heavy, it's not going to corner as well. It takes more to make it fast. It takes mods on this just to be as quick as this. But even with a standard cab, you can fit 3 people in it if you need to. And it's not the most comfortable thing, but it's still probably not as bad as having a third person in this with their head cranked over because the rear window's hitting them in the head. Right? So 3 people in a standard cab is probably still better. Tons of parts. Both of them are equal on parts availability. There's parts for these like crazy. The bed makes all the difference in the world. Like, I have a mountain bike. I want to take it places, right? So I'm looking at a suction cup mount thing that fits on the back windows and the roof. And if the bike wiggles around, maybe it puts a little ripple in my roof. I don't want that. You can do trailer hitches on these things and then have your bike rack on the back. That's a pain in the butt. I used to actually put mountain bikes in the trunks of these cars. I had to take both front and rear wheels off, loosen the handlebars, put the handlebars sideways, and put the bike in the trunk. I used to do that all the time. These, you can do I've got a bed cover which folds up. Tell me what you guys think. If you are completely opposite of me, if you think you go for the sporty car and deal with the limitations of, again, if you can only have one, if you deal with the limitations of the less interior space, the less trunk space, but the benefits of faster, corners better fuel mileage, all those things, then get the car. If you're cool with the limitations of that. Not to say this doesn't have limitations. This has a ton of limitations. It's never going to go around a corner as quick as that. It's just not going to happen. So that's where I'm at, guys. If you can only do one, do a truck. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you disagree, let me know. Guys, if you enjoy this, like and subscribe. If you want to see me continuing to taking the cars out and kind of doing a back-to-back driving comparison where I show you like the comparison of, let's say we talk about the interior of the Mustang, then the interior of the truck, and then we talk about the power of the Mustang versus the power of the truck with acceleration, and then the cornering versus the cornering. I enjoy making that kind of video, but I have noticed in these odd car comparisons, the viewership does kind of drop off when I start driving the cars. This has been an interesting video to make because, who compares a car versus a truck? That's just weird.